Okay, welcome back. Today is May 26, 2026. We're going to be doing market analysis and reviewing the trade I took today. Well, the two trades I took today. And we're going to be going over why I took them, why one was a break-even trade, and why one was a winner. Okay, let's get into it. So, coming into open, we have open right here at 9:30. We have a big wick right here. I'm just going to label this out already. Just start this off and just get right into it. So here we have a data wick is what I would consider this as, because just look at the size of this wick. Obviously this isn't from news, so sure you can be like, well, it's not a news wick, but it's a 9:30 open wick, which data wicks and these types of wicks have a good, pretty much guaranteed chance to hit in the same day. It's about like 83.6% it's going to hit within the same day. So this was a good target. What else? What other liquidity do we have? Why am I way up here? Where am I? Where? Oh. Hold on. Let me just delete all this so it doesn't screw with me. Okay. So coming into this morning, we were bullish on the 1 hour, but we did have this new week opening gap down here, obviously. So coming into this morning, I was anticipating either we were going to go up here. Look at this, is at 995, really close to 30,000. We all knew we were going to 30,000. That's an extremely psychological number. We all just kind of anticipated that to happen, even when we were down at 27, 28. We kind of all knew we were going to 30 pretty soon. And going into this morning, I figured this would most likely hit. We'd most likely go to 30, which we did. But I also had this new week opening gap marked out just in case we were getting bearish price delivery. I mean, we did kind of have a market maker seller model, so I thought that we could have a chance of that. I wasn't extremely confident in that. That was kind of against my live account bias, so I didn't take that live. I took that on a funded account. I took a short near open. And might be wondering where I shorted. Pretty much right off open. Right in this candle right here. When this candle closed, I took a short. And we hit this low. Right here, I was waiting to see what kind of reaction we got. And if we were going to go down to the new week opening gap down here, I wanted to see us flush through this low as well. So these weren't even targets. These were just where I wanted to see us kind of spike through, death candle through, move through these a little faster with a little more momentum. When I saw this candle start to reject, I got a little worried that it might be a soup here. I saw this candle. Once I saw this candle print, I really anticipated we were not going to keep going lower. And if you look at this, as you can see, the wick and the body are about the exact same size. So you can see the body's close is around half of the overall delivery of the candle. So this was a good sign we were going to reject and probably soup. When I saw this candle, I considered closing my funded short. You know, this one. I considered closing this short for a profit around here, but I just didn't. I mean, it was already 1R, but I was going for high RR, and I'm trying to just set targets and work on just trading a system on fundeds, and then live account. Maybe I'll be a little more, sometimes I'll be a little more discretionary, which I was, and we'll get into that. So that was the short I took off open on the funded. It was a break even, came back up, obviously break even, and when we went break even is kind of when I longed on my live account actually. So this was the long I took. Something like this. So I got in early on this candle. And why would I have gotten in early on this candle? Well, it's just, I mean, honestly, I could have also longed here, set stop around there, and this could have been also over 1R. But getting in early was fine in my opinion. Why was it fine? So pretty much, if we go to the 1 hour, jeez, it's all out of whack. Where are we? Here we are. Trying to figure that out. Sorry. If we go to the 1 hour, delivering out of here, this bullish gap, we inverse this gap to the upside on the 1 hour pre-market, so I was just anticipating higher price action up to here. Left the data wick, I kind of just knew that's where we were going. So higher time frame delivery, liquidity sweep, tap into the gap that we never inversed, and then strong, quick, bullish V-shaped recovery. What does that mean? That looks like a V, right? So that, what did I just do? Okay. Oops. All right, we're back. So bullish V-shaped recovery here. Strong momentum, swept liquidity, off open, high volatility. Everything about this was just A+. So this was just an amazing trade. And I got in early because once I saw this close, and I was, like, ideally, if you're taking an inversion, you would have wanted to just enter when the candle closes above the bearish gap, right? That's kind of the whole model. But we didn't get the close, and when we started just to flush through it, I kind of just got in anticipating that we're going to close. And if we didn't, then I would just stop out and wait again and re-enter. I just kind of front ran it. And I mean, usually you don't want to front run your trade on an inversion just because sometimes you don't get the close and then you just kind of have to stop out for a small loss. But I was extremely confident in the drawn liquidity. I was extremely confident in the data wick and the equal highs. Kind of just knew we were going up. So got in, held it for 1 hour, got out. Ideally, I should have held it for the equal highs up to 30,000. Honestly, I could have, probably should have been my target up here. But I was super tired when I got up, had a late night, so I just wasn't thinking clearly. And then as soon as I closed it, I was like, oh, I should have stayed in this longer. But I didn't, and that's just what happens sometimes. So this was the long I took. Like I said, swept liquidity, delivery, higher time frame gap, strong bullish inversion, instant break even. Obviously, it hit break even before the close even happened. This is your break even point. So as soon as this closed and this candle starts printing, you could have just gone break even and expected us not to even come down to here if this is going to hit. And obviously it just instantly went up in the next 2 minutes. So extremely quick trade. That was it. That was just 1 hour, one and done for the day. Like I said, I kind of regretted not holding up to here. And I mean, we had good delivery all the way up to here. We had a strong breakaway gap down here, order block, tap into the order block, continue higher, deliver right into 30,000. It was just a beautiful price action day. Like, this was insanely good price action. If you struggled today, I'm sorry, but like, it was very clean. It was very easy. And I mean, looking at the high time frame, my short was really dumb, I guess. It was against the high time frame bias, but like, it's an eval, it's a funded, it's, you know, like, whatever. It's not my personal money that I'm losing on that trade, so I don't really care if I take a not an amazing trade and lose on it. And then, like, as soon as this one went break even, like I said, I got in long on my live, and yeah, that was pretty much it. So that's gonna do it probably for this video. Hope you guys got a little education out of that. Hope you guys understood why I did what I did today, why I took the trade I did, trades, and I hope you guys also took something similar. And yeah, so that's it. I hope you guys found this educational, informational. If you have any questions, please leave a comment. If you enjoyed, please drop a like. I will try and do these more consistently on a daily basis. I made an educational video not long ago and then went on vacation to Florida, so I just didn't, didn't trade much, and then B, I was certainly not going to record anything. I was not going to do that. So that was the trade for the day, and yeah, that's going to do it for today, May 26, 2026, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace.